So we're here with nitr0 after Liquid's opening win. First off, how do you feel starting your campaign with a victory?
It feels good, especially after the major performance that we had. Not winning against Spirit really hurt us. So I feel like we have a bit of vengeance in us for this tournament, and obviously there's some big circumstances making Abu Dhabi at the end of the season. Ultimately, if we don't succeed here, then we're done for the season, and no one wants that. So we're definitely working really hard to get this victory.
So to talk about Vertigo, you had a 5-game loss streak before you won that Vertigo map there. How were you able to turn it around against G2?
Yeah, we were 100% expecting to pick that map, obviously, so we had good prep going into it. When it's like a map that, an opponent's going to pick 100%, it's easier to prep, right? And it was like, we literally said, like, if they don't pick it, then it doesn't make any sense for them, for their veto. So ultimately, we knew that they were going to pick it, and we just we had some good practice last week on it because we knew that it would be a weak point for us at this tournament. And that's exactly what happened so far. So
a little bit of an advantage knowing who you're going to play. You can kind of predict those vetoes a little bit easier.
Exactly, yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask about on Vertigo, there was one boost they used towards B site where they were looking in kind of from CT spawn onto the B site. It's not a boost I've seen before. Were you guys ready for it? Have you seen that one before?
Yeah, we've seen that boost before. The problem with it is I think it was like a 3v3 or something, and the triple boost is good, but it gives away a lot of information that we know exactly where they all are, right? So it has its pros and cons, and yeah, we've seen that boost before.
A little bit of insight though, I appreciate it. Moving on to Mirage, you started off quite well in the first half and then kind of felt like it tapered off a little bit. G2 put quite a few rounds together. What do you think happened on that first half?
I think we had really good reads going against them. I think maybe we were trying to force the issue too much, our game plan, and we didn't really have we had a fallback plan, but the fallback plan wasn't working as good as we thought it would be. So I think you see it a lot in professional games where T's go up big and then CTs adjust, and it's up to you to adjust to their adjustment basically. So yeah, I mean they had a really good CT side after that, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, for sure. So you talked earlier in the interview a little bit about being disappointed with your major performance. Are you guys kind of setting yourselves the standards of being one of the best teams in the world, looking to be right at the top, challenging for titles?
Yeah, I think when we picked up Ukinder, we instantly knew that we were going to be a better team, and our expectations immediately rose. And we got really good tournament placement. We did well at Cologne. We won our group at Blast, and then did pretty good at EPL second place. So our expectations rose pretty quickly. And when that happens, it's you're kind of setting yourself up for disappointment if you don't perform to those expectations. And realistically, it's hard to be a consistent top 5 team with this small of a roster change. But I think for short term, we've been doing really well, and I think we can just keep on improving on it, and the longer that we're together, the better it will be.
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.